Butker's kick just sits there, rolls. That is a mistake.
The punter takes the snap, and then the toss to the end zone for the touchdown to the place kicker, Jason Sanders. Come on.
And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws, caught. Foles, touchdown.
Oh, onside kick try. Mcafee recovers his own kick. They're the only team in the league this year to successfully get an onside kick.
They try to go for the juggler here and score.
Extra pressure is picked up, and Breeze gets rid of it wisely, and there's a flag down with 4 seconds remaining.
Look, clock, you don't get to put time back on the clock.
He had studied you all week. I had his game the next week. Studied you all week. That when you opened your hips this way, when they had this route combination, you were going to here, and he knew it.
Oh, this is a gimme. If he pumps, I'm just going to open up, make it look like I'm going middle. But meanwhile, I'm turning the whole time.
Best play I've ever seen a free safety make.
4 minutes gone by, no score. Look out, Moon able to shed the rush and completes for the first down to Hill.
Look at this. Here comes Moon. Underneath, back up. Now the question is...
Looks okay. The swing is to Bo Stapley, who's going to throw it off the pitch. He's got Giroux at the 15. Touchdown, Toros.
All right. I know that play. We ran that play at South Point.
And Stapley, the presence of mind to be able to pick it up on the hop, set his feet and throw it.
Okay, this pass goes into the dirt, but it's behind the line of scrimmage. So the defense relaxes, or they're just coming up thinking it's a bubble screen.
Oh! Coming out of the pile, Reggie Fitch leans.
The game this year, that's unheard of in today's NFL. It's a fake! And wide open for a 49er touchdown is Michael Crabtree.
I'm asking why they reviewed it. There's Crabtree out there all by himself, and there's nobody covering him up.
Yeah, we'll bring in Mike.
I'd love to talk to Mike.
Yeah,
Mike.
They wanted to make sure that he was in on the previous play, correct? As
Muncie, he'll throw. One hand wide open. It's Chandler. It'll be an easy 6. Muncie taking the run to the right. Set up. Chandler ran right by the cornerback, Louis Breeden. And San Diego is on the scoreboard with the lead.
Quick pitch. You see Chuck, he looks like he's going to run right there. And that's the real key.
67-yarder in his second touchdown pass of the year. Chandler's 5th touchdown reception. Give this to Henry Strand. He continues to rave about...
On a limited basis Friday, Mike Pettin hopes to have him back next week. Oh, they botched this one. Ball is out. Gordon scoops it up, and he throws it away. That's actually an excellent play by Josh Gordon.
Really, really good play.
You're right. That's a heads-up, smart play. Get out of a catastrophe by just taking the incompletion. You see that?
Play clock winding down. Top-heavy teams there in the NFC, aren't there? Packers and Saints.
This penalty has also declined. It's still 4th down.
We're gonna play.
Look at Belichick. He can't even hold it back.
That division, New England's obviously amazing. They had a ton of great players.
Elliott saw that could have been intercepted as well, so he bats it out of bounds. Cowboys.
Last week it was 0-0 at the half. Giants in New England. Here's an onside kick try, and it's recovered by the 49ers.
Said, Joe, by David Akers, and more the kick rather than catching the Giants sleeping.
Missing a week for Atlanta. They're playing Carolina, who have Julius Peppers and a very fierce front seven. Watch Peppers bat it. Then Todd Weiner has it, and out of his hands back to Vic. This is going to go as a 28-yard reception, eventually of his own pass. Guy can do everything.
Top of the screen, Moss guarded by Cromartie, takes the reverse, and here comes Randy's first touch. It's a little toss too far for a first down.
And can win it. And Williams. Oh.
Detroit was trying to let him score. Detroit was going to try to let him score.
Just have to hang on to the ball here, and they get the first down on top of it. And Sanders is going to slide to ice this game.
Throws the slant.
Complete.
Jaquez Green weaves his way inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
That was that same kind of hook play that they scored on in preseason. Breaking tackles, yards after the catch.
32 yards, King to Green.
He's going to have to throw it down. Oh, he's going to fake it.
In the touchdown. Riddell Anthony.
They went for the okey-doke. The old Dan Marino play.
So we just launched it over the head and incomplete. So Vinatieri should be from about 23. Mcafee on the hold, and the Colts put 3 on the board.
Let me tell you a little story about these statistics. Troy Polamalu, okay? Troy Polamalu. So we had a fake for the Pittsburgh Steelers that was a 100%er. We didn't even have a cancel the goddamn play because it was a 100%er. If we ever end up in this situation, inside the 7-yard line on the left hash, it is a 100%er that the C gap will be wide open and we will just part the C to the left. It'll be a touchdown. 100%er. We get into that situation and I'm like, this is really going to happen. We're like on the 6 on the left hash. It's 4th and goal now. Field goal team's jogging on. I'm like, well, about that. I'm ready. I am ready for this to happen. So I get out there. I get down. Vinny's like happy for me. Vinny's like very excited. He's like Vinny's excited for me at this moment. I'm like, here we go. So I make the call. I forget what it was. So I start saying it, right? And everybody's looking at me like, okay, bright eyes. Here we go. Let's get after it. Offensive linemen are dead ass tired. They do not want to be in the middle of a field goal anyways, but they should work. Let's get some points. And all of a sudden, I go through my cadence. I call it. I get down. And Troy Polamalu's ass goes ahead for however long his career was at this point. I think it was like 9 years or 8 years at this point. Not a once has he ever gone to this side of the field over here to the left and stood right in the C gap. Never. He lined up exactly where he had lined in film 100% of the time. And then as soon as I got to like the second cadence right before set, he just bounced his little ass right over to the C gap. And I like stopped everything I was doing and I literally just looked at him and I gave him like a, what the are you doing, man? Like, why are you there right now? And then I stood up and said, we are kicking it. We have to kick it. We are kicking this. And then I get down, and Vinatieri kicks it, and I jog off the field, and Chuck Pagano comes running up next to me. He's like, hey, good job. What you see? I said, what did I see? Polamalu just fucking went right into the goddamn C gap. What did I see?